we're mixing the soil, we're blending the soil. And we're knocking all the dirt clods out of it. If there's any hard rocks in it, you might want to take them out or just break it down. Break some of the soil down. Make sure there's no dirt clods in it. And we want to load the new soil into the container, and we don't want to compact it in. The reason why is because we want the water to naturally, we're just going to level it off. And as you see, watering a plant like this, it's going to naturally settle in the pot and do its own compaction. So now that we've got our plant ready, we're going to take this out of the way here, and we're going to get us a little work table area. And the plant we've selected is right here. So we've taken a pepper, a Carolina Reaper pepper, and we're going to take this brand new double mint that seeded itself in the pepper over winter. And now this spring has come, and it's time just to segregate them and try and salvage both of them. We want to get peppers, and yet we want to keep this really, really tasty mint. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start by separating on the back side of the pepper, and we're just going to start peeling away from the root ball of the pepper. Remember, the pepper is coming from dormancy. It's going to be the most hardy coming into spring, and we're going to want to keep this. We're going to want to keep this root all together on the new growth of the mint. Once we've got this separated, a couple of things you're going to want to look for in here is any old root ball that it's snuck in there. We see here we've got a little bacteria forming from being overwatered or overwintered, so we're going to want to remove some of that. Got a little more over here. Again, this is naturally from just being watered while it's not growing. So we're going to air those two little spots out. We're going to get the knots out of the hair here. Sometimes we're going to take out the smaller feeder roots, and we're going to expose these main roots right here. Now that we've got our pepper separated from that mint, we want to take the pepper. We see a lot of new growth here. Like as a frost, we don't want to cut it back too far, like we would say midsummer. But what we do want to do is we want to take out these dead tippets here. I want to put this plant, just stand it freely. I'm going to drop the soil around this one because these are more established roots, and I'm going to give it a little vibration because I want to undermine the new roots. And then what I want to do with this one, because those roots were so exposed and they were so happy, we're going to give it just a little push at 4 points. We're not going to pack it all the way around. That's really not necessary. We're going to rake this off and make this level again. And then we're going to take this and we're going to set that in a flood tray, or we're going to give it the most important watering. And I say that's the first watering, and that is you want to take this and you want to flood this in completely and then back off and not give it water for about 3 days. When I take the time for my own garden, I like to empty these out. I like to hand load them lightly, about halfway, backfill, bring it up to level, shake it a little even, dust it off a little bit. But the real benefit of this and why we take the roots away from plants that have gone a season or two is that this is what we're going to have in about 30 to 40 days.